But, okay, yeah, should be live now. So, now we have the Contest of Champions, which is going to be the Season 2 finale of the CPU tournaments. So, there's going to be a bit of a surprise, I guess, afterwards. It's not really that big of a surprise. Like, it's not like a surprise announcement or anything. It's kind of just a surprise match after this um, championship here. Yeah, so we've got Bowser, Ganondorf, Zelda, Captain Falcon, Palutena, King K. Rool, Ike, Olimar, Piranha Plant, Snake, Simon, Ness, Dr. Mario, Pokemon Trainer, Yoshi, and Little Mac all in the competition here. And they're all sorted by number because of the rank that they are in. For example, I just sorted it by win, so like Bowser, um, he has 2 tournament wins and he's won 1 contest of champions, so that means our 1 pre-contest of champions, so that means that he gets to be ranked 1. Ganondorf has only won 2 championships, or not championships, but like tournaments, and then Zelda's only won 2 tournaments as well, so that's why they're ranked like that. And Falcon's only won 1 tournament, but he's won 2 pre-contest of champions, and then Palutena's won 1 tournament and 1 pre-contest of champions, and then everybody else pretty much won 1 tournament except for the last 3, and they're sorted by like the same rules. So tournament wins put you higher, and then if you have the same amount of tournament wins, then the person with the higher or pre-contest of champion win or number of wins gets to move on. But yeah, I'm gonna shuffle this a few times now, so hopefully that explained everything. It's not too complicated of a system, I don't think, so should be explained decently. Okay, let me shuffle this a bit more, and then we'll start with this. So yeah, this is going to be about the same length as a regular CPU tournament, except there's going to be a little bit of just 1v1 afterwards, so between 2 characters that will be announced at the end of the stream. So, and now we have Piranha Plant versus Little Mac, or not in the stream, but in this tournament. Piranha Plant is ranked a bit higher than Little Mac, as he does have 1 tournament win, and Little Mac has 0 tournament wins, and also 0 contest of champion wins as well. Or not contest, but pre-contest champion wins, so Little Mac has done pretty much the worst out of any character this season, so I think he could still have a chance to win as he is playing against Piranha Plant, but it just depends on how well each character plays, as Piranha Plant has won a tournament in the past, so maybe he can beat someone who hasn't. Yeah, really good up smash by Little Mac there, using Super Armor to be able to absorb the hits. Although now, Piranha Plant just gave Mac KO Punch, though I don't know if he can recover here, and he doesn't. See, he covered at a bit of a weird spot there. Like, kind of like side special and then up special weird. But he does get a down tilt to up special for a kill. Had like the perfect spot on that down tilt to be able to combo that, because it's like there's this really weird spot on Little Mac's down tilt that just allows him to combo into pretty much any one of his moves for some reason. I don't really know why it happens. I guess it's like high hit stun and low knockback, but it kind of just works out in his favor, and he managed to land it there. But he's actually taken back the lead over Piranha Plant here. Piranha Plant does land a side special on him, giving him a KO punch, and then he counters Piranha Plant there. Gets another counter on Piranha Plant. This time Piranha Plant was using down special and was able to KO as well. But Little Mac gonna get caught by the up smash, and it does kill actually. He also lost his KO punch from the initial hit anyway. Yeah, Little Mac trying to get a bit of damage on Piranha Plant while he's recovering. With some down smashes at the ledge. Managed to get 1. Yeah, Piranha Plant, not too bad of a disadvantage against Mac here. Although, getting hit by that forward smash is definitely going to hurt him a lot. Let's dash attack, gets hit by the side special there, but that did give Little Mac KO punch, and he does land it through the platform, and that is going to be enough to advance him to round 2. If Little Mac actually ends up winning this tournament, I'd be more surprised than if any other character in the game, even including characters that aren't in the Contest of Champions. Greninja's not on this list. If Greninja won this tournament specifically, I would be less surprised I'd be less surprised than if Little Mac won this tournament. So now we have Simon versus Zelda. Zelda has done pretty well. She was ranked, let me pull up my notes. Let me pull up my notes here. So she's ranked number 3, or at number 3, and then Simon is ranked at number 11, but that's just because same amount of wins as everybody else. He just got his one a bit later. That's why ranked that low. But it's off to a pretty good start on Zelda after that side special. It's about a 2% difference, but he's still in the lead. He does manage to land an axe though, which is definitely going to help him out a lot, as the axe does a pretty large amount of damage compared to most of his other moves. That down smash definitely helped him out a lot. I'm gonna land another axe on Zelda here. I believe that's its third one. Zelda really needs to start getting in hits on Simon, and she does land a neutral special, so maybe that will give her some momentum here. Because it's almost about a 100% difference, but Simon also needs to be able to close out this stock if he plans on advancing in this tournament. And he does with an up special, actually. Definitely a pretty strange option. Dodges a forward smash there and lands 2 axes on Zelda. So it's definitely going to be a bit of damage. And an up special as well. So why not add that into the mix. And just to angle down that backer just enough to be able to catch Zelda with it. Both trading the holy water there, although Zelda is able to use it to combo for an up smash. Doesn't kill though. Simon with the back air. Add up a lot of damage here. Zelda really needs to close out Simon's stock pretty soon, but I don't think that she might be able to currently. Simon's doing a really good job of not letting her get too close. Dash attack, almost killing there. Zelda does manage to make it back to stage through Simon's edge guarding of just throwing projectiles off stage and then hoping for the best. And she does land a forward smash, take the stock, but still pretty far behind Simon. At least it's not a stock, but it almost was after that back air. As Simon going for an axe, so it does get punished, and then he goes for a down smash, which actually lands on Zelda because she was using a Din's Fire, Din's Flame, whatever it's called, and just didn't release it in time, which did take her stocks though. Simon does have a stock lead, but he's already at 42%. They're trying to catch him with an up air, but Simon gets a down smash. Tries forward smash out of shield, and then goes for another forward smash. Down smash this time. Tried to catch her like jumping with an axe, I think, there, but she went for a roll instead. Yeah, Zelda parries that side special and then gets a fair. Gets a sweet spot on it as well. And then a down air. Almost lands an up air afterwards, but Simon managed to land on the platform and down tilt. But the back air is going to be enough to take his stock. So, Zelda's probably closest... this is probably like Zelda's closest chance of being able to win the game. This percent. Because last stock, she was already at like 130 whenever she took Simon's, but now... Simon got her up to 121 though, so looks like the axe is going to land and actually kills as well. So Simon is going to move on. Round 2, another upset. We can also just see him whip in the background for a couple of seconds here, because he just does this forever until you do that. Although you can still hear him doing it, you just can't see it because he's stopped moving. But yeah, now we have Ness versus Palutena. Palutena, another pretty strong competitor, being ranked at number 5, and Ness ranked at number 12. But there's actually not too much of a difference between them, as Ness has won one tournament and Politate's has won one tournament and a Contest of Champions is the only difference. But the numbers are so different because, like, 90% of the people in this tournament only won one tournament. 3 of them didn't win any tournaments, and 2 of those that didn't win won Contest of or the pre-contest champions, and then the ones that did win tournaments usually won. Or the ones that won like 2 tournaments did pretty well in the Contest of Champions, but only one actually managed to win one, being Bowser. Yeah, Ness already at 117.6 after that back throw, though. Does get a bit of blast zone damage added onto that as well. But it's still pretty close, though that Nair is going to take the first stock. Ness could just go in and back throw and be able to take the stock back. Get a PK Thunder edge guard as well. It's fair, but it's still not enough. Tries to land a few down tilts, doesn't really work, but he does land a PK Fire, doesn't get a follow up on it though. Covering really low here, but he does make it back. And lands an up smash as well, which is able to take the stock. Gonna get a lot of damage with the PK Fire, but it's kind of enough to even up the game, but it's not enough to make it like truly even. As there's still a bit of a difference, but he does take the lead with a Nair, and then lands a few more PK Fires, tries to land on forward smash, but he did it just a bit too early. Jab. The Palutena does land a neutral special. And that had kind of evened it up at the time, but then Ness landed that back air. Now Palutena's up 102. Although she is going to take the stock with a forward smash before Ness can take the stock. So she gives back the lead with that. Ness a stock behind, but he's still at 0%, so if he takes this stock, which he definitely can do without getting hit, and then he won't be in too bad of a spot, but even at 11.3, that's not as bad as like 112 or anything like that. Although if you're Palutena, you kind of just want to keep this stock. You don't want to play too safely because you can just get in a lot of damage really quickly and then lose the stock. But you don't exactly want to lose the stock because then Ness could just do something like catch or jump with a PK Fire and then down air you while you're trying to recover. Which has definitely happened to me like at least 3 or 4 times whenever I'm playing against Ness. It's kind of rare, but it definitely could happen here. As I'm sure Ness would want some kind of cheese strat to be able to get out of this. Although he can't really take Palutena's stock, apparently, though he does it with a Nair. So, 190% after being hit. Though Ness is at 106, so definitely needs to get in some damage. Though that Explosive Flame's gonna get really close to KOing. And then it's back air. Just needs like 6 more of those. Although I guess a lot more because still. But Palutena catches his up special. I've actually never seen anyone just kind of stand completely still and wait for Ness to try to up special them and then just grab them in the air and then forward throw them. I mean, that doesn't even kill for Palutena till like really high percent, so don't really know why she would go for that option rather than back throw. And she lands an up tilt here, and that is going to be enough to take the stock. But yeah, she could have gone for like a back throw, or she could have just countered it like what most people would have done in that scenario and then gotten the stock off of that. But it just extended the game's time by just a bit, as she still did take the game, and now we have King K. Rool versus Yoshi. King K. Rool is ranked pretty high, but that's just because he won a tournament pretty early, so his name was added to the list a lot earlier than the other people that won a tournament. But Yoshi has only won a Contest of Champions, and that was in the last, I guess, CPU tournament video that I did just a few moments ago, actually. And King K. Rool landing a back air, or landing a back air, not landing a back air, and a jab as well. going for an up smash, although Yoshi just kind of sits there and waits for him to do it, and then punishes with a down special. Yoshi with a parry into a down throw up air of King K. Rool's neutral air. Parries the jab as well into... Or I guess now he's going to land a back air off of that parry. So yeah, Yoshi's kind of just parrying pretty much everything King K. Rool throws at him. Well, he's still a bit behind King K. Rool. Now it's by about 8%. And yeah, King K. Rool could definitely take the stock here. If he would have turned that around inside of the cannon, because you can just turn that around by holding in the opposite direction, then he would have taken the stock, but Yoshi had a really good DI there. I think if he wouldn't have DI'd in the way that he would have, then definitely would have lost the stock. It was definitely down to the wire on this stock. Lands the cannonball. Doesn't land the second hit though. Unless Yoshi would have like air dodged into that. But he does land a down throw forward smash, so definitely a King K. Rool. That's how you can tell. Yeah, Yoshi with a lot of damage on K. Rool here managed to land an up air, which does take the stock. K. Rool with a dash attack out of the neutral B, kind of getting a bit of percent on Yoshi here. And a bit with his recovery as well. Catches Yoshi's jump with an up tilt. And then catches Yoshi with an up smash there. Yoshi lands an up tilt, but tries to follow it up with a forward air. It doesn't really connect though. It manages to be able to mash out of that down throw to avoid the forward smash. Yeah, King K. Rool landing a down air. Tries to follow it up with an angled upward forward smash, but Yoshi was kind of inside of him, so it didn't really work that well. Yoshi landing an up smash behind K. Rool. And a forward air to an up tilt, up smash, although... Oh, that's actually going to be enough to kill K. Rool there. I wasn't sure if it would have because it traded. Yeah, King K. Rool definitely needs to take this stock pretty quickly. It shouldn't be too difficult for him. Lands a forward tilt on Yoshi. Don't know why the random shuffling just decided to put all the characters that can struggle to kill, not that they do, but they can in some cases, are a struggle to kill together. But yeah, King K. Rool managed to get a down throw to forward smash. So, lost that stock pretty, like, late compared to the other stock, even though that stock was already a late stock. But Yoshi's still doing pretty well against K. Rool. Already has him at like 113.1 after that down special, then lands an up special into up air for a kill. Okay, Yoshi. I guess that's kind of a thing that can happen. Yeah, now we have Olimar versus Bowser. Bowser has currently done the best out of any character in the tournaments, and Olimar has done as well as most tournament goers, where they have just won one tournament, but Bowser's won 2 tournaments and a contest of champions. Or pre-contest of champions, I guess, not really the real one. Although he was in the last one. The winner of the last one was King DDD, in case anyone's wondering who won that one. I thought Bowser kind of just SD'd there, but he managed to barely make it back to stage. Gonna land an F tilt here on Olimar. And just hit him with a weak hit of up smash, but it's still gonna knock Olimar pretty far away. And Olimar dropping his shield just a bit too early, I think, there, and getting hit by that down air. Pretty sure even like the spike hit would have killed that percent against Olimar, because Olimar's pretty light. Bowser going for a hitbox extension on the down special, but it didn't really catch Olimar still. Olimar parrying that down special. Bowser still has a pretty large lead on Olimar here, as Olimar might struggle to kill Bowser in this matchup. He has to kind of kill him off the top with an up smash, and Bowser's pretty heavy, and this is also Cowell's Pokemon League, so it's going to be pretty hard to do that. Yep, landing a neutral air into an up air. Bowser here. Bowser landing a forward smash though, and that is going to be enough to KO Olimar there. Bowser at 201.2% Olimar, finally getting his Pikmin. I was wondering what he was kind of doing rushing Bowser. You don't really want to mess with Bowser at this percent, as Rage is now a thing. That's pretty important. So, like, Bowser's forward smash right now could definitely KO Olimar at the ledge. It could potentially KO him center stage, but I know for sure it could KO at the ledge, because it usually KOs at that ledge at 40 anyway. So Olimar's definitely playing pretty riskily, or not riskily, but risky here. Giving Bowser the ledge, but he does manage to close up the stock and land a purple and red on Bowser, so I'm going to get in a bit of Pikmin damage. Lands a neutral air into forward air. Couldn't see him go for an edge guard here. He tries to get a forward air. I believe that was forward air. On Olimar, but instead he lands a down special for the KO. That Bowser is going to be moving on to round 2. Now we have Snake versus Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer has done decently, because they didn't win a contest, or a pre-contest, but didn't win any tournaments, whereas with Snake he didn't win any pre-contests, but he did win a tournament. Gonna be at Dreamland 64. Like landing a down throw, although he does get hit by his own grenade, so it's definitely gonna hurt him a bit more than it hurt Pokemon Trainer. Tries to go for a forward smash on Ivysaur there, I guess to get in a fire type hit. But it wouldn't be super effective, because that's not even a thing in this game, and it's really slow, so there wasn't really a point in doing it. Landing an up tilt on Ivysaur there, switching to Charizard. Goes for a Flare Blitz, although it was kind of at a pretty random spot. Though catches Snake at the ledge with an up air. Snake going for some side specials. 3, and then tries to go for a C4 as well, but Charizard managed to hit him with an up air before he could land it. Gonna land a down air on Snake, who's kind of sitting at ledge for a bit too long. Snake's currently rated as like one of the best characters in the game, and currently it's not doing that well against Charizard. Not saying that means that he's a bad character, I was trying to make a joke. And don't get mad in like the comment section and say, well, that doesn't really prove anything, because I know it doesn't, it was kind of a joke. Well, he does land a backer on not Ivysaur, but on Squirtle there, which did manage KO, but barely, because Squirtle was pretty much directly in the corner, and it made him travel a bit slower than usual. It's just his hit stun was a bit too high. But yeah, we could definitely see a comeback from Snake. It would just be very difficult for him to do, especially with Charizard being the next Pokemon. Switch in. Landing a bit of combo on Ivysaur there. The Ivysaur with a back throw, that is going to be enough to KO. Pokemon Trainer moving on. Round 2 against Bowser, who actually defeated him in Or no, that was actually Ganondorf who defeated him in the tournament, never mind. But yeah, now we have Ganondorf versus Captain Falcon. So Ganondorf has won 2 tournaments, no pre-contest champions. Falcon has won 1 tournament and 2 pre-contest champions, so they are pretty close to each other. Zelda's at number 3, but Falcon and Ganondorf only have like Zelda in between them, pretty much. And Ganondorf landing a bit of percent on Falcon here at the beginning. Falcon having on its tournament uniform, or not tournament, but like Contest of Champions uniform that he wore in the last one, rather than his traditional, just standard Falcon. Ganondorf with the forward tilt. Falcon throwing out a forward smash, not going to be enough to kill, but that could be enough to kill Falcon, and it is. Ganondorf with a footstool, taking the stock. But Ganondorf can lose the stock as fast as he can take one, and he does with the Falcon kick there. Gets a bit of percent on Falcon before he goes, though. Yeah, Falcon kind of just keeps rolling around Ganondorf here. He does manage to call it out with a jab, but doesn't really get much off of it. Falcon actually got a bit more percent off being hit than Ganondorf did in that scenario. Spot dodges the up smash. I thought he did it a bit too early, and then he footstools Ganondorf in return. Tried to go for another one, but figured he would just let Ganondorf rest after that, I guess. Ganondorf could have went for a Ganon slide, but instead recovered back to stage. Lands a forward smash, so now it's an even game. Ganondorf with a wizard foot. Another wizard foot. Although it gets caught by Falcon's forward smash after trying to grab. Falcon with a parry and then doesn't follow it up. Does get wizard kicked again. Ganondorf goes for the down air, it doesn't connect, and Falcon lands a raptor boost for the KO. So yeah, Captain Falcon is moving on to round 2. That was actually probably his closest game, like this entire season, to like being able to either win or lose. Whereas with like Palutena, I think he got like destroyed or whatever, and then in the last season, I think he got destroyed by whoever took him out of the tournament in that one. But yeah, he was like 20% behind Ganondorf, landed the side special, and then won. Yeah, now we have Ike versus Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario with a pretty strong lead on Ike at the beginning. Not a very good matchup for Doc, though. Ike just has way too much range and damage output for Dr. Mario to handle, not handle. Don't know why I can't speak now. Yeah, gets a new special into grab, and then lands a down special off stage, and that is going to be enough to KO Ike. So, Dr. Mario takes the lead by a stock. Doesn't really have a percent lead on Ike, though. Ike could definitely take Dr. Mario's stock pretty quickly, though, with a solid edge guard, which he almost lands, but I think Dr. Mario was holding in, or maybe Ike was as well. I tried to catch him with an up special, but Ike countered it, like, framed perfectly. It's another counter, although it's not enough to give him the lead over Dr. Mario, which isn't that much anymore. Doc with a down special goes for the edge guard. Catches Ike's slide special, but Ike still could up special out of it. And Dr. Mario still has a bit of a lead on Ike here, so Ike really needs to start getting in a few hits. And does, and he actually managed to take back the lead with the jab there, although Doc takes it back with a down special. Ike recovering really low here, gets caught by the Mega Vitamin by Dr. Mario, and that is going to be enough to take his stock as he was way too far off stage to be recovering low. Though Ike landing 2 up airs on Doc whenever he returns for a bit of percent. It almost killed Doc actually, but that time the nair into up smash, or up air, not up smash, is going to be enough to KO. Gets the up tilt on Dr. Mario after trying twice and then managing to do it once. Punishes the up tilt with a down smash out of parry on the reverse hit as well, which is kind of impressive actually. Doc with a forward air into an up smash. Not enough to KO, but it was extremely close, and another up smash, and that's going to do it. But Dr. Mario is going to move on to round 2. Pretty much against all odds as well, because that's probably like one of, if not his worst matchups. I guess anybody that can just edgeguard him for free. So pretty much anyone with somewhat of an ability to edgeguard would be much worse. I guess Ike would actually be worse because he can edgeguard and he has more range than Doc, so that actually probably would be it. And now we have Little Mac versus Simon. So I guess neither of them are going to be able to edgeguard the other one. Well, I guess Simon actually could edgeguard Mac, but Mac can't really edgeguard Simon at all. It's going to be the first game of round 2, so whoever wins this moves on to semifinals. And Little Mac going to SD there. Not a good way to start off the match. For sure, SDing at 28. Especially against either of the Belmonts. Yeah, Little Mac not really able to approach Ike here. I mean, not Ike, but Simon here. Kind of just seems to get in and then run away after Simon, like, tries to throw out a move. It's going to land a forward tilt on Mac there, knocking him off stage, but Mac does have KO punch. Tries to use it, although Simon read it and spot dodge, so it's going to put Mac in a really bad spot, and it's actually going to be enough to KO him, because he cannot recover from that distance, I guess. So Little Mac really needs to start getting in either some damage or taking the stock, and then getting in a massive amount of damage taking that stock within, like, the next not 3, but like the next 30 seconds, pretty much. I'm gonna land a jab here. Simon barely able to recover. Gonna catch Little Mac with the axe. Throwing out a side special. It does catch Mac, and then he catches him with an up special out of it. Mac losing KO punch. I thought he was either going to risk it or he was going to try to save it and then go for like an up smash. But yeah, things aren't looking that well for Mac here. Just landed dash attack, and that is going to be able to take Simon's stock, so at least he didn't get 3 stocked. Or, you know, JV3'd, but yeah, things definitely could be a lot better for him. Gonna get 4 tilted here. Luckily it's on the other side of the stage, because that actually would have been enough to kill Mac. That back air, I was gonna say, it's either gonna be enough to KO Mac because of the percent, or it's just gonna be enough to make it where he can't recover. So Simon does move on to semifinals. It's either Palutena or Yoshi. Yoshi with the first few hits gets Palutena up to 30% after that back air. Though Palutena is starting to get a bit of chip damage. Almost evening it out. That down air is going to do a lot of percent. Goes for the reflect there. Kind of a strange pick. Gonna get caught by the up smash there, and then Yoshi parrying all hits of explosive flames, because you only have to parry the first one. And then Palutena tries to up special to the ledge, but it bounces her off. Cause I think she hit the ledge and then facing away from it, or like holding down maybe. So she bounced off of it. That's kind of strange, but definitely not a good way to go out at the beginning here. Gonna get caught by the side special there. Yeah, this is a thing that can randomly happen, but looks like they got out of it because Yoshi kind of just jumped away. Didn't want his shield to get broken. But Palutena's doing a pretty good job of not getting hit too much and hitting Yoshi a lot, but Yoshi really needs to start getting hits on Palutena before he goes out. Finding a down air. Doesn't get a follow-up though. He does catch him with the nair. Almost catches him with the explosive flame, but it doesn't connect. Yoshi landing an up tilt to up air. And tries to catch Palutena with a forward air there, although Palutena calls it out with like a up air. 136% already, but Yoshi can potentially struggle to kill like he did against K. Rool. Obviously, Palutena's a bit lighter than King K. Rool, so she is gonna die a bit faster, but it seems like Yoshi can't really close his stock out. Which is pretty good for Palutena, because that's gonna allow her to get a lot of damage output, or not damage output, but just damage because of the rage that she has, but that back throw is going to be enough to KO. Next, gonna land a down smash there, and then goes for a neutral air edge guard on Yoshi, and that is enough to KO. Don't really understand how it works, but if it works, then it works, I guess. No reason to question it. If Palutena gets defeated here, that would definitely be a pretty good upset, so that'd be really good for Yoshi. As Palutena, I believe, is ranked 5th in the tournament overall. Let me just go double check that. Yeah, she's ranked 5th, and Yoshi is ranked 15th. So, just a bit of a difference in between their rankings. Yeah, Yoshi with a back air, that is going to be enough KO. So Yoshi, with a pretty large upset on Palutena here, moves on to semifinals. Going up against Simon, I guess. And now we have Pokemon Trainer versus Bowser, or if you're reading it from top to bottom, Bowser versus Pokemon Trainer. Or not reading, but looking at it. But yeah, it's kind of the same thing in that scenario. Reading the pictures, but yeah, Bowser gonna get lead on Squirtle here at the beginning. He was a bit behind by like 8%, but Bowser's forward air did 11, so that allowed him get a comeback, I guess. Or not comeback, but take the lead. Yeah, Ivysaur keeps going for these rapid jabs on Bowser, but they don't really work because of his tough guy. He can kind of just walk straight through them. Surprised he didn't just charge for like forward smash or something. Yeah, Bowser's defeated Pokemon, or not defeated, but it was actually Ganondorf that defeated Pokemon Trader. I don't know why I keep getting those two confused. I don't even think they were in the bracket together at the same time, during the original tournaments before Contest of Champions stuff. Yeah, Charizard gonna land an up special and take the first stock against Bowser here. Going to Fair. Switching over to Squirtle. I kind of like the Squirtle switch, or not Squirtle switch. Tongue twister there. But it's because Squirtle can be kind of difficult to hit. Bowser actually can hit Squirtle pretty well, but switching to Squirtle to high percents isn't really that bad against characters that can't throw out a lot of hitboxes for free like Bowser can. But that is pretty bad if you're playing against Bowser, because then Squirtle can't kill Bowser. Can kind of combo Bowser, but can't really do anything much more than that, and then can die to pretty much any one of his moves at 140%. Yeah, Bowser, 85.2% difference between them, or I guess now a little bit less, but it's definitely not going to help Bowser's situation out that much. Yeah, with Ivysaur here, Bowser's kind of just combo food, but Bowser is actually doing a pretty good job of avoiding most attacks, so he does get caught by that up special. So yeah, if Pokemon Trader defeats Bowser, that's probably the largest upset that could happen in this tournament, unless Little Mac defeated Bowser, but Little Mac and Bowser were on the opposite sides of the bracket anyway, so it was pretty much impossible, because I don't think Little Mac could have defeated anyone on that side, but Charizard is just going to Flare Blitz a few times, and that kills Bowser. I don't really understand how the plan worked, but I'm not going to question it. I mean, Bowser was at, let me see, let me watch the replay real fast. So Bowser was at 40% traded with like a weak hit of Flare Blitz, then got hit by a second Flare Blitz after Charizard got back up from the initial one, and then he just like turned around and Flare Blitzed Bowser. Yeah, that was, and then it kind of just killed Bowser, I think, because Bowser didn't DI that correctly. I don't think that would have killed Bowser at like 60, but then again it was at the ledge. Yeah, now we have Captain Falcon versus Dr. Mario. Kinda sucks because I was rooting for both of these characters, but kind of want Falcon to win more because I feel like he deserves it, because he's always done really well in these tournaments. I believe he made it to semifinals in the last one and then got eliminated. And whenever he shows up to the tournaments, he usually does really cool stuff, like combos and things like that, but Dr. Mario currently has a bit of a lead on Falcon by about 20%, though that Rapid Jab is going to give Falcon the lead. Though not by much. Dr. Mario with a back throw. Falcon tries to spot dodge into down smash, but it doesn't really work on Doc, as his grab is able to allow him to just avoid that due to the in-lag of the grab, I mean. And then Falcon taking the stock and still at 148.3%, and Dr. Mario is very strong. He's got a lot of strong moves in terms of like knockback and damage, so definitely could take Falcon's stock pretty easily. And does with the trade on Falcon's up air. I couldn't tell what Doc threw out about it. I think it was a neutral air. He's gonna parry the first hit of up smash, but not the second one. Falcon catching him with an up air. Tries to catch him with a down air as well, but Dr. Mario air dodges the ledge. Being off stage against Captain Falcon is definitely a bad sign for Doc, but now Falcon has a pretty much full stock lead and percent lead over Doc, although Doc has taken it back. Dr. Mario pretty much just needs to back throw into down air on Falcon, or like forward throw down air, to be able to come back from this, because it's not looking that well for him. Goes for a knee, but Dr. Mario air dodges through it. It's caught by the Mega Vitamin. Falcon kind of just keeps throwing out these up smashes. That time it actually lands, though. That down special is going to do a lot of percent, send him off stage, but it's not going to be enough to KO. Will be now, though. It actually sent on the other side of Doc, because I believe Falcon SDI to the other side. Yeah, Doc's not going to be able to recover from that, and Falcon moves on to semifinals. So at least Dr. Mario made it to round 2. That's actually pretty impressive. Like, the fact that Dr. Mario and Little Mac made it to round 2 is probably the most impressive feat of this tournament. Because they're playing against characters that have actually beat a lot of other strong characters. Like, Captain Falcon has won so many games, and Dr. Mario pretty much took him to the last stock. And then he actually had the lead on Falcon at the beginning. So, definitely pretty impressive. And then Little Mac managed to beat Piranha Plant, which isn't that much of a feat, but the fact that he made it here is definitely pretty impressive due to his recovery. And now we've got Simon versus Yoshi. Yeah, it's like recovery and disadvantage and all the things that could go wrong in a tournament. Kind of worked out well for him, except for that last game. Yeah, Yoshi with the home field advantage here. Pretty sure he just wanted to counterpick Simon here because no one likes this stage, except probably Yoshi. Or no one likes to play on this stage, I should clarify. Not no one likes this stage. Like, I like the stage's design, but I don't like playing on the stage at all. And by design, I mean like the background, things like that, like all the hand-drawn stuff. Got like the chain chomps and everything, little clouds that pop up out of the ground. Doesn't save it from a pretty large like platform to camp on, and then terrible metal for projectile characters sometimes because their angles get messed up depending on the character. Yeah, Simon gonna lose the first stock here to Yoshi. And caught by that neutral special from Simon though. And then catches them with a down special all the way from the top of the blast zone. Simon had a very long time to be able to avoid that down special, but he still got hit by it. And Simon landing that forward throw on Yoshi there. It's going to be enough to take the stock, but he's at a pretty bad spot here, already at 103.5 on the second stock. And it also took him like 2 minutes to be able to take Yoshi's first stock, which is also pretty bad. It's going to land that up smash on Simon, and that will be enough to get the stock, but Simon's actually doing pretty decent on this final stock here. He actually did a decent combo on Yoshi using the holy water to build up a lot of percent. Yeah, Yoshi parries to get up attack and punishes with a down smash. Catches Falcon, or not Falcon, but Simon trying to go through the platform with an up smash. Yeah, Yoshi's gonna get caught by that forward tilt inside of the holy water, but he does live. Gonna get hit by that down smash as well, but he barely survives that one. Yeah, that axe is gonna take the stock. So Simon at 87, Yoshi at 0, both on their tournament stock. Simon got a long way to go before he can even up this game or take the game in terms of like having bleed, but I mean, he probably could do it because there are a lot of ways for Simon to have pretty high damage output, but Yoshi could just dodge a lot of his projectiles for free with his airspeed being the fastest character in the game in terms of airspeed. And you know, he could also just edgeguard Simon for pretty much the same reason. Simon having one of the slowest airspeeds in the game, I believe. Actually, let me check that. I don't want to say that wrong. So here we go. We got Simon landing a side special and neutral special. Lands another side special. He's already at 167% here. So he does have rage, but if Yoshi just hits him once, pretty much he dies. That nair could be the game, actually. No, he is able to fair. So yeah, they're at 63, so it's really low, but it's not the lowest. So it's like 63 out of 78, I saw that correctly. I didn't see all the numbers. So yeah, Simon at 228% here, Yoshi at 119, so this is going to be a final hit game for sure. And catches him with the down tilt, tries to get the egg toss, but it doesn't connect. Simon at 247.9%. I'm pretty sure this is the highest percent any CPU has lived in CPU tournament. Yeah, he catches him with the down air, and then he manages to get an up smash out of the down air. Yeah, Simon, if that down air actually wouldn't have dropped the way that it would have, then Simon probably could have came back from that. But the thing is that, like, Yoshi's down air made it where Yoshi could pretty much just up smash Simon for free with his launch angle, which I really don't understand, because I always remember Yoshi's down air not being able to, like, do a drag down air, which is basically what he did. I guess maybe because Simon was at, like, 250%, it kind of just worked. I thought Pokemon Trainer just SD'd by side specialing against Falcon and then Falcon down airing him, but I managed to get back to stage there. Yep, Captain Falcon. Alright, Pokemon Trainer is going to switch over to Ivysaur here, which is actually really good for Falcon, and switching over to Charizard as well. He's able to take the stock, because Charizard didn't slide special in. But that's just because it's really easy to hit both of those two compared to Squirtle. Squirtle's much smaller, not like the smallest character in the game or anything like that, but it's still pretty annoying to hit Squirtle sometimes for Captain Falcon. Like, Falcon has a lot of range because he uses his legs and arms and a lot of his attacks, and he has really long arms and legs, but sometimes it can still be troublesome to hit them. He's actually almost, like, taken the lead by a stock and the percent as well on Charizard here. He catches him with a Falcon dive. And he does take the lead in terms of percent, as well as the stock lead over Pokemon Trainer here. Goes for a Falcon Kick and then gets punished with a down air out of shield. Although he didn't use his jump, so he is able to recover from that. He gets caught by the down smash, though he does make it back to stage. Gonna get helped by that neutral air as well. And then Charizard edge guards with an up air, but it's at a high enough percent to be able to kill, and then Falcon just runs up and up smash, or forward smash with Charizard, up smash. So now we're back to the beginning of the game pretty much, although he's switching into Ivysaur at the beginning here. And then Falcon catches him with down air through its up special, and that is going to be enough to take the game. So yeah, for finals here, we have Yoshi versus Captain Falcon. It's going to be the grand finals of this season, pretty much. There will be one more fight after this that I want to do, but kind of depends on who wins this game, on who's going to be in that fight. Going to be at Wily Castle here, so pretty close to Final Destination, actually. I kind of wanted it to be on a flat stage like FD. Although FD was picked last game, and it's pretty rare for 2 stages to be picked in a row, but it has happened. Yeah, Falcon with a pretty large lead over Yoshi here at the beginning, landing an up smash. And he already caught Yoshi with a down air there. Yeah, Yoshi catching him with a forward air, though he saves Falcon with that up air. Catches Yoshi at the ledge with a Falcon dive. Don't really understand why he saved Falcon, but yeah, I guess I just don't understand it. I don't really know what else to say. As that would have been a really easy way to take the lead here. Almost as a Falcon combo, but it's not actually true. So, up air, up special. You can air dodge on the up special, but the up air part is true. And it's pretty obvious whenever people are just gonna up air, up special. So what I like to do is I like to do the double up air, and then I'll like wait for them to air dodge fast fall, and then up special after their air dodge invincibilities are to run out. Because you don't even have to do the laggier air dodges, you can just neutral air dodge, which makes it a bit easier for Falcon to hit them. The downward one is a hard one for Falcon to hit, or like the side ones. Yeah, Yoshi catches Falcon with the back air. Yoshi throwing in some eggs at Falcon, trying to get in a bit of damage from range, because Falcon really doesn't have any range. He doesn't have any projectiles. He does have melee range, but he just can't hit people from the other side of the stage like Yoshi can with his eggs. Or like Yoshi can with his eggs, I don't know why I can't speak. Yeah, there's the up smash from Falcon. It's gonna catch Yoshi there. So, Yoshi not doing that well. Definitely needs to take this stock from Falcon with like a 0 to death or something like that to be able to even up the game. Which is looking pretty likely, although Falcon landing an up throw. Tries to get an up smash afterwards, but Yoshi reads it and avoids it, though he gets a double forward smash. Yoshi punching the grab out of shield with an up smash, and then landing a forward smash on Falcon, so it's kind of an even game. Yoshi with that down air did, what, 29.8%? As Falcon got hit by all hits of it. And I'm pretty sure that was it being stale as well. I don't think that was the strongest hit that it could have done. Catching him with the slide special. Air dodging through the forward air by Yoshi. Definitely the best play there, because if Yoshi catches him with the forward air, then he dies. For sure. It's a strong enough spike to be able to kill at this percent. Yeah, this game's become much more even now than it was like 30 seconds ago. Yoshi punishing Falcon's forward smash with a forward smash. Catches him with the Falcon dive. Reads the, like egg lay with, and punishes it with a down air. This game's gonna be last hit. And it pretty much was, actually. Basically what happened there was Yoshi down aired into a down tilt because he got the drag down down air. And then Falcon managed to touch the ground perfectly in time to be able to parry Yoshi's forward smash. If he would have been like a second off, then he wouldn't have been able to parry it. And then got a forward smash of his own. So Falcon is the winner of Season 2 of CPU tournaments. Just barely as well. Definitely a lot closer a game than it should have been. I mean, he kind of stole that from Yoshi, but at the same time, he kind of deserved it as well, because he's done a lot in this tournament in the past, so that's what I admit by that. But yeah, now we have the special fight that I want to do. We're just going to go to Smash to do it. And I'm just going to pick random, because it has the same stages that are in that. So, random here. We're going to take the previous winners of the past two CPU tournaments and have them go head to head. So, got King DDD, which he is here. Which DDD? I think it was just neutral. No, wait, it was gray. DDD. And then Gold Falcon. So King DDD won the CPU tournament last season, and Captain Falcon won the CPU tournament this season. Pairing that up tilt with an up smash. Or not with an up smash, but... Alright, I think he went for like up tilt of his own. It was the angle, but I didn't really see what the move was, because I was looking at my phone. All I heard was the parry noise, and then I looked up. Catches DDD through the platform with an up smash, but DDD is heavy enough to be able to live there. Not that time, though. So Falcon taking the first stock here at 58.7%. Definitely not a bad first stock. They do have a bit more time in this game mode than they do in the actual CPU tournament, but that's just because I just went up my standard rule set. He tries to catch Falcon with that up special, but he manages to avoid it. Tries again for the up special. If Falcon would have like up air to Falcon dive, that would have been amazing. Or like up air knee. But I think that might have killed as well due to the height. But yeah, King DDD managed to take the stock from Falcon there. Although Falcon got about 55% on him before he losing the stock, so it's definitely not a bad way to go out. Landing a back air here in a slide special. It's down throw to back air. Hits him with the Gordo, and he missed the rocket hammer, but just barely. And then he actually did a lot of percent to Falcon there to be able to pretty much even up the game, and then Falcon managed to get out of that corner just barely by parrying the forward smash from DDD. If he wouldn't have parried it, then I think it might have either broken his shield or put him into a spot where his shield would be almost broken, and then he'd have to play really offensively against like DDD's projectiles, and DDD could just camp him out. Or he'd have to like go off stage from the forward smash and lose stock, but he also loses stock to up tilt as well. And then lands a, what's that, like dash attack into neutral air. So it's a pretty much even game. DDD has 8.8% above Falcon, although Falcon gets back with a Raptor boost. Or the lead back, I mean. They're pretty much just going to be trading it here, so I'm gonna kind of be saying what moves they do. King DDD lands a down throw to back air. Falcon lands an up air, into an up smash. Tries to go for another up smash, but DDD blocks both hits, doesn't go for the parries. And a jab here. Gonna do a lot of percent to Falcon, send him up pretty high, but it's not gonna be enough to kill. Catches DDD's jump with a up smash, or with an up smash, not a up smash, and then gets a sour hit on the knee, gets caught by the Gordo, and that's gonna be the game. So yeah, King DDD manages to defend his title as the champion of CPU tournaments against Captain Falcon. So yeah, it's just best of one because the regular CPU tournaments are best of one, or else I would have done that best of 3. But yeah, that's going to be Season 2 of CPU tournaments. I actually plan on doing a 3rd season, and that will most likely be the final season. And the reason I say most likely is because I plan on doing it after all the DLC characters come out. Because I want to have like everyone who's ever going to be in this game in a tournament. But I might just do it, or I might start Season 3 after Banjo comes out. I've also thought about doing that instead, and then doing a 4th season with every character, but I just want to get a trilogy, pretty much, out of it. Like, I don't want to milk the series dry, I just wanted to get a trilogy, because I like trilogies in movies and things like that. I'm not gonna make a whole MCU out of CPU tournaments or anything extravagant, but yeah, that's going to be it for this tournament, and also my streams for today. I think I should be good to stream like later tonight, but for now I don't really have that much time because I had to set up this tournament, get all the results in, and then do all the ranking stuff off stream. And then I've got to kind of work on some updates that I want to do to the tier list, because basically, I kind of mentioned this in a YouTube comment, but I haven't said it yet on stream, but that YouTube comment was made earlier today, so it's not like I said this 3 days ago, or anything like that, but I am going to make a video where I update my tier list, but it's not going to be a 2-hour, 40-minute video going over all the characters' placements. It's just going to be the placements I changed and why I changed them. Like why some characters went up, why they passed the other characters, and or like why the characters went down and why the other characters passed them. And then some changes are minor, like 1 or 2 spots, and then some might be pretty big. I don't really know yet because I haven't really done that many changes, but I'll kind of just have to think about it for a while. It should be out either tonight. If I finish it, then I'll just stream that, and then if I don't finish it tonight, then I'll just work on that and then stream it tomorrow after the Piranha Plant video. Yeah, that's going to be it for now, and I guess hope to see everyone next stream.